see how this all works. Waiting for everything to say it's ready. Just waiting, waiting. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. Hey everyone, welcome back to some Rogue Legacy speedrunning. So, you'll notice, so there are two things that are different. First, I am streaming to YouTube as well, so hopefully nothing goes wrong there. We'll figure it out as we go. The second, you'll notice the speedrun timer is at a different area. So usually I did that area because there wasn't really much up there. I went to the top, but now, the levels I never really cared about, but now, in addition to levels, there's Resolve up there. And Resolve is actually kind of important to keep track of, because it's some of my considerations of if I take a relic. So, knowing whether or not I have Resolve, I thought you would want to know. So, I made sure to change where the little timer is. Hopefully that won't block anything. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Oof. Actually been a few days since I've played this game, so gotta get back in the swing of things. Alright. Things are actually swinging in pretty nicely. Ah. Oof. So yeah, this thing will... I'm using Streamlabs, which usually I just use OBS, so bit of things to configure, but it says it says that the chat that it gives me should be able to read the chat logs of both YouTube and Twitch, so I should be able to see both once people start showing up. But yeah, I'm okay with people not showing up. What I'm not okay with is making a mess like that. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. Moving on. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Ah. That spot right there I need to really fix up. I've been messing that up a bit because of the dashing has put me off pace, off my usual position, so gotta be ready for that one to be used properly. Ooh. Probably could have dashed across, but I'm not going to take any risks. Alright. So it looks like they're going to keep the dash in, but or the dashing shield block, but they're going to just add a timer to it so that it doesn't break things, which I think is a good solution. Alright, other chest. Might be worthwhile. It might have just been faster if I just reset. Definitely in-game time would have been faster. Silver chest, so we can actually get some good equipment in this run. I wonder how important our equipment's going to be for this run. That's something to consider. I really do not know the answer for that, because it seems like... I know in the speedruns for the original game, equipment ends up being a pretty important part, but there's also a lot more equipment. So, I do not know. We will figure out as time goes. Alright. Let's keep it moving. Ooh. What am I doing? Just... There we are. Don't need the steel. Alright, good to know that's there. You know what? I'm gonna go here so I have this warp should I need it. Just as I'm not gonna need it, but good to have it just in case. Like, I end up doing a life where we get the architect early. Ah. Didn't get the grounded dash, but it's okay. We're gonna heal to full. There we are. Get the right words out of my mouth. Keep everything moving. Keep everything calm. Alright. All chill. All chill. All relaxed. Ooh. Not sure if that was like an echo on the mic or something like that, or if that was like a storm outside. Whoever it was, it didn't sound very good. Alright, definitely use it from outside. Oh, okay. Okay, wind. I appreciate you being outside at the very least, but I think I have to add my appreciation there. Ugh. Alright. Probably could have just shield bashed through those and ignored the main issue there. There we are. Whoop. Keep it moving. Keep it calm. Ah. I wonder why it ate my dash. Alright. Keep it moving. And now my dog wants in. I'm certain once I let it in, it's going to want out. So. Something I'll have to deal with. What am I doing? Alright. Fortunately, there's enough space out there. It's not like getting trapped out of my room. It's not the same as being trapped in my room. That thing could go to the bathroom. It could eat food if it wants. It has the rest of the family hanging out with it. Like, it has enough stuff. Or I just realized, so we have Lamech. We just need Book at this point. Yeah, let's just go kill Lamech. Let's just go kill Lamech real fast. We'll come back here later. There we are. Alright. Yo, Lamech. Let's go. Alright. Get used to that. You know, I need to stop shield bashy as just like my instinctual strategy against Lamech, because before shield bashes were a thing, I had a solution that was perfectly fine. I need to just stick to that solution, because yeah, shield bashes are going to get nerfed, deservedly so. I should be ready for that. Said, they will not be nerfed enough for me to not do that shield bash. Alright. Hey Thorza, how's it going, man? Just first run of this time, so surely more to come. Just getting used to it. Still gotta find Book in a bit, but right now we have Lamech, we have Dash. We have things going pretty well still, comparatively. Yeah, if we could find the Book really quickly, we would actually be put in a great spot. There we are. Awesome. So how's it going, Thorza? I'm doing good. How about you? Oof. We are. Also, I moved where the timer is. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the visuals for you or anything like that. It's going good. I'm bad at this game, so I have a new class, but I've not defeated this guy Lamech. Don't worry about it. There was a lot of talk about people wanting to, like, you know, you are not alone. Let me just say it that way. So don't think you have to be up on par with a guy who's speedrunning after over 100 hours in this game, so it's just you know, I should have just done that. This is the fastest way. But yeah, Lamech, the thing with Lamech is he's the perfect starter boss as just like a checkpoint, because he has a lot of maneuvers, but none of the maneuvers, how do I explain it? He has a lot of maneuvers, but once you know all the attacks he could do, it becomes a lot easier. But the problem is that means he's a learning curve. You have to learn him. which is something you just kind of part of the game. I did not realize the exit was this close, which means I still need to go back and find book. I'll warp back here once I find the book. Alright. But yeah, as a general strategy I've always had, dash away and jump whenever he makes an attack, and you'd be surprised how many fiends that avoids. So yeah, I'm excited for a proper ending as well. Whew. Yeah, dude, this game is going to be amazing. Like, I don't see any way it doesn't become amazing. Oof. But yeah, proper ending would also... So one of the things I like is just, like, they have a story that builds, and then once the final ending comes in, it puts together all the pieces you may have not understood properly. Alright. Maybe there could be different endings. Ooh. Try to think what sort of endings they could give. Because one of the things is, like, for air... I'm just trying to think what the different endings could be. Because the whole idea is because you have a legacy, you have multiple tries at the final boss. You have as many tries as you need. Maybe there'd be different endings if you do it really fast. Like, within, like, the first 5 airs or something like that. Maybe... What's it? Tenatophobia or whatever, that achievement to beat it in 15 lives without the architect could be a alternate ending sort of theme. Oh, no, they have after New Game Plus they have alternate bosses. They just do it there. So if you, whether or not you've beaten the extra boss is whether or not. So like the main ending would be to you defeat the castle basically. And then the special ending, if you do all the bosses, is you would purify them, sort of thing. Because, like, we know that Enoch was actively poisoned. He poisoned himself. So, to, like, cure Enoch, and maybe the other estuaries are just poisoned themselves, and then the estuaries return to, like, bringing prosperity to the castle. Because apparently this castle was an entire kingdom. It wasn't, like, just some random realm on the other side of Sharon's boats. So, having the castle return to its former glory might be, like, the secret ending. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. That would be a really cool final ending. Definitely would have to take a lot of work, because you're guaranteed to have to get into New Game Plus, if not New Game Plus 2, to pull it off. And I actually appreciate that. And guess what? I was so autopilot, I forgot I was supposed to find the book, and then teleport to Axis Mundi, and leave the book behind. So I just used the book when I was supposed to just ignore it. So we're going to get a very fast Echo Kick split, and then we're going to have to deal with the fact that we don't have the heal before the boss. Well, actually, as long as we have enough money to buy the Architect, that should be fine. As long as we have enough money to buy the Architect, it shouldn't matter the fact that we use that now. Alright. I do like the story feeds. Like, I just recently learned, I'm not sure if it was there, like, Wednesday. I think I brought it up, but, like, no one was watching at the time. That, with the story, they kind of reveal that your family has actually the first heirloom. That they talked about the apples that they're looking for in the city, on the other side of the door, are used to make heirlooms. And the very first heirloom was the theme that basically allows the rogue legacy to exist. Like it transfers knowledge from one heir to the next, sort of theme. Maybe the ending, I'll wait till the drop, because the drop is a lot easier physically to, like, there we are. Alright. Maybe the ending is where to beat the final boss, where you play all of your characters through the final boss, and the boss is like a time travel being, that at the end style turns into Rogue Legacy 1 and you play as Sir Lee. That'd be pretty funny. I feel like time travel bosses won't really work out because, I mean, like, you play as your old heirs. Except the thing is, a lot of those old heirs probably died in the first few rooms because you made some stupid mistake. Naturally, of course. Naturally. You're not alone. I say that because I did it myself. So... Definitely would be cool to have a boss of something to do with the heirs, but I don't think time travel is going to be... Like, with time travel, it just opens up a can of worms, is the basic way of saying it. Ooh. I'm going to grab that money just to make sure we have enough money to buy the architect should we lose to... Well, honestly, if I just make sure to abuse my, my shield bashing, the second boss really should not be an issue. It's just a matter of remembering, hey, the whole reason we were practicing shield bashing is to abuse it here. I loved Rogue Legacy 1, but the canvas themes would annoy me, and the Doomfist is back. Yep. Yep. Definitely. And they have far less visual cues. I would say the Doomfist is actually more threatening to me than the mimics. Like, I am much more likely to mistake a background element than a treasure chest. Like, treasure chests cause greed, but, like, there's a very defined, oh, is it on the map? Yes, no. With the Doomfists, it's just like, the background element, how deep into the background is it? What if I can't really tell? Oof. Well, we are going to be facing this boss with much less health than hoped for. There we are. Unless we get an apple here. That could change that. I would very much appreciate an apple. Nope. Opposite of an apple. Did you know this game is 3D? Yes, I actually saw the cursed image that Vorgoz posted of what these models look like in 3D. Oh man, so like to make sure they showed the archer model and to make sure it's in 3D but looks like both hands are grabbing the bow. They have like one of the hands is like hyper elongated in this unreasonable fashion. It's kind of funny looking. Well, there we are. Just get across. Alright. But yeah, this game is in 3D. I know about that. It's quite a big thing. Oof. Well, we get to survive one hit. Made some mistakes, but it's alright. Hopefully that's enough money to buy the architect. Just in case. Because we already grabbed the book, so there's no more. We are just facing at 77 health. Alright. Oof. Let's hope I can still do my dash strikes properly. Because if I mess those up, I'm in big trouble for this fight. There. Alright, I took some damage with that, so no more allowed. Yeah, we'll just do that. Great. Hey, Picture 10, Bull, good luck on the run. Thank you, Vibes. Alright, let's hope that we had enough money for the architect, because I don't really have any other solution than just doing this again. Alright. I actually really like the fireball, so we're just going to keep going with that. Gonna really hope. Come on, Smithery. I'm okay with the knight. Thank you, sir. I don't think I have enough for the architect, unfortunately. Barely don't have enough for the architect. And there's no equipment I could buy with only 100 gold. What other rogue games have you played and loved? One for me is Enter the Gungeon. I've put so much time into it. So, to believe it or not, Rogue Legacy was my first real roguelike. So while I've played others and loved them, there's none that I've sunk as much hours into as Rogue Legacy and Rogue Legacy 2. I have been playing Hades. That has been a whole lot of fun. I'm planning to just continue on stream some other day, but right now, not yet. Renowned Explorers International Society is another one. More of a strategy-based one. I'd like to show it off, but it's definitely not the easiest to get into. But, yeah, that's another one I fell in love with. I'm trying to think if there's any others. I'm trying to think how many roguelikes I've even played in the first place. Yeah. Slay the Spire is... Oh yeah, Slay the Spire is a deck-building roguelike. Duh. Yeah, okay, so I've sunk 200 plus hours into that. So, that's another one. I wouldn't count Hexcel's Infinite as a roguelike, because it's really just a puzzle game that has randomly generated puzzles. It's not a roguelike, it's a puzzle game, so can't count that. Alright. And yes, I know there was a chest in that other room. I love Hades and Slay the Spire too. Yeah. The problem is, like, there's a lot of other ones that, like, I'm interested in playing. Like, I know there's, Curse of the Dead Gods just got released recently out of closed beta. Or out of early access. There we are. So I know that was one that I'd be interested in, but it's like, there's a whole theme that, like, I also have to consider how much money I want to spend on games that I might not have time to play, you know? Gosh. We're a few steps from doing a no-hit-the-ground challenge with Axis Mundi. Right. Extra damage taken. Apple, please. I'd really appreciate an apple. When it got announced, I mean, I guess the term would be hype. I wasn't exactly, like... So I guess I should state, I'm not as much as a hype person as, other viewers and streamers and stuff. Sorry to burst your bubble there if you're open for that, but, like, I was excited. It's just, excited is like, dude, awesome, not, screams, oh my god, you know. It was just, hey, that's cool, awesome, that's cool. So, yeah. Hate to say that that was all it was, but, I mean, understand, that is great praise from me. Coming from me, that looks good, is really good praise. So, yeah. With that in mind, yes, I was hyped. Woo! Timing that chill bash felt good. So in case you're wondering, they're planning to, they've talked about, and they finally came to the decision that they're going to put a cooldown on the shield, but leave the dashing shield bashes in, because it's such a cool playstyle, and while people have started to learn how to abuse it, it's a fun abuse. We'll start screaming and running in the streets. Okay, so I did that in high school, but it was for a very different reason, man. And look, Walmart was very kind about me not having my shirt on when I walked in there, so I appreciate them for that. I know this all sounds like a sarcastic theme. This is actually I used to be part of cross country, and one time I actually did, someone convinced me to go running, like we were all running with our shirts off. I'm like, okay, I'll join. And then someone decided they want to go into Walmart. I'm like, dude, we don't have shirts on. He's like, oh, it's fine. Just come with me. I'm like, So yeah, that's one of the weirdest things I've done in a while. That was probably the peak of high school for me. So, thought that was an apple, and you're showing me a picture of what is obviously an apple, and you're saying I thought it was an apple. So, I'm worried that I'm going to hover over it, and it's going to say like orange or pomegranate. I'm going to be really concerned. Whatever. We'll be fine. Hey, and we're back to the boss. With twice the damage output, but the same amount of health effectively, thanks to Rated Edge. Honestly, thank you, Rated Edge. The damage output's gonna matter a lot. It says cherry? I mean, I can see it, but, like, cherries are smaller. Like, that is so weird. Stick together, you two. Thank you. Close enough. Ooh, giant cherry. Yeah, just as cherry. Oh, what? It paused my game just to flip over there? No, I was just gonna let that play. Jerks. Jerk of a game. Alright, so we're a bit behind schedule thanks to that death. Oh well. Oh well. We will recover. We will recover. And now we have more money. Hey, we'll make use of it. You gotta go? Don't worry about it, man. See you in a bit, Thorza. Whew. Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright. So, yep. Man, it feels so weird not to have Pizza Girl here. I miss her already, and I've only stopped purchasing her like a few runs ago. See, back to the right. That's good. You know what? Let's get this chest. Because we're going to need to buy some equipment, and that means I'm going to need to get equipment. So, both involve grabbing chests every once in a while. That was a bit of a maneuver. Looked simple, but was a bit of a maneuver in my mind. Alright. Oh my gosh, what am I? We have that apple for another day. Oh my gosh. Nearly didn't see him behind the map. Whoop. Alright, found one lily. Ooh. Found two lily. Alright. Now, because they increase the damage of the water, I have to get it right the first time. I need to make sure I make it across the water. When I find the water, that is. Alright. Cautious. Careful. Ready for whatever they throw at me. That last one I can't be so sure I am, but I'm gonna try to be. What's down here? Get out. Don't want to deal with you. Doggo. Oof. I hope this ends up being the right path. Alright. Okay. Just don't mess up with the water, that's all. There we are. Alright, so we know where one of the last lilies are. We found Nama. We found everything we need, basically. We found everything we need. That random platform sitting there really seemed like a very needless addition. I appreciate its existence. I'm sure someone does, but... I should be gone, but I'm still here, but bye. Yep, I've done that all the time. Hey, guys, I'm going to bed. Alright, see you in 10 minutes. No, I'm going... No, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Fine. Woo! Ah. Alright, took some damage. That's fine. Hey, we don't get one-shot by Nama. That's pretty big. Oh, and we have meat. Right, they added meat lanterns. Oof. Alright. Alright, we got our jump. We are a bit behind, though. But we do have the damage boost. So if this character can make it through, we have damage boost, we have money boost, like, we'll be solid should we just not die. Alright. Keep going. Alright. There's the first next lily, which is closer to the throne, actually. Alright. Didn't say this path was easier, just that was faster. Alright. Alright, just up. Awesome. Whoop. Keep it moving. We got the lily. Alright. And then we just exit to main menu, and then we could just warp to the throne, which is a much safer route, as well as a faster route. The combination of the two is very useful. Very useful. Usually it's safe or fast. Sometimes it's just both. Sometimes it's just the preferable route, even though it feels bad because, you know, it requires you wimping out. Alright, whatever. Offering is accepted. Da, 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 da. Let's go, Nama. Just want to be careful in case the iframes didn't last as long as I thought they would. I could just charge through her, but like if I make one mistake, I'm end up in some issues. There we are. Build up our mana. Here. Ooh. Well. Alright, well, that was a limited damage amount, at least. There we are. Whew. Pretty fast them off, given the circumstances. Alright, yep, golden Nama. That's good. Yeah. Getting used to the sword-handled bargain is going to be a very valuable thing for this run. Going to be very much appreciated every time it comes up, being able to just double your damage. Alright. Oof. So yeah, we're just going up at this point. And everything should be dying in one hit at this point. Nope. Barbarian's Axe? I'm considering it, actually. Yeah, you know what? Barbarian's Axe has immense damage output. With serrated edge? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so I can't spin and shield. Oh well. I get one or the other. Oh wait, this is actually just equipment. Well, well, well. How's it going, Alex Barkley? Thank you. So yeah, this is my first time streaming on YouTube, so hopefully everything should be going well on that side. No errors. How do I get up? Alright, I guess I have to go right and around. Finally caught you live. Yep. This is my first time doing it on YouTube, so probably that's the reason it hasn't been happening beforehand, but hopefully this becomes a habit. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Hopefully we can just keep doing this every single time. So, yeah, glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Whoop. Right, just get around. Just get around. Alright. Well, whew. Deep breaths. And we just keep moving. Anyways, how's it going, Alex? Thank you for showing up. I'm doing chill. Just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Been a little while since I've run this, so good to get more practice in. I'll just grab that apple now for security measure. Alright. Whew. Oh. All the dead ends. At least I know where I don't need to go. That is at least... That's a weird positive, but it is a positive nonetheless. Whoop. Alright. Let's go down. I'm quarantining right now. Aw, did you get exposed or something? I'm glad you have something to do then. I'm glad I could be some entertainment. But, yeah. And that was not a good way for that to end. Alright, whatever. We got what we needed to that life. That was a very effective life. Alright. Vampire Barbarian. Sure, let's try it. Barbarian does have a lot of health, so maybe we can take advantage of that. Let's get our Architect buddy here. And let's buy a bunch of equipment. Your roommate got it? Alright, well I hope for the best for your roommate. I hope no one gets, like, the bad stuff on that. Because I know... Ooh. Alright, purchase was successful, but I have to unequip something. Still not enough. Alright, then we just stuck without that, then. You know what? Oh, need to be a higher level. I'm gonna buy some mana as well. Is there an actual speedrun category for this? So, this is basically, it's not on speedrun.com because the game has not been released yet. But, I mean, I think a lot of people respect this as if it was a category. I have been able to submit it to Easyscape as a speedrun. Like, everyone... Like, even if it's not technically on speedrun.com yet, because it hasn't been fully released, it's respected as if it is a speedrun game. So, even if it's not, I do it for fun anyways. I speedran first, and then I assumed that it would just be there eventually. Like, even if... No matter what, it's going to be fun to do this, and I'm going to just get better at this game for when it does eventually become an actual category. Ooh. Right, I have vampirism. I actually need to start hitting things to get my health back. Thank you for the health, sir. You too, Mimic. Alright. The Mimic do its thing. You killed me last time, I think. Were you the one who did it? No, it's this room. Of course I have to do this. I was trying to hit the... Ooh. Oh, there's two of you. Ooh. Alright. We're just going to ignore a lot of these. Glad to have a teleport now. Oop. There we are. I realized I was not the knight and couldn't shield dash through, and that caused me to panic, and so that's why that happened, because you're wondering. Body buffet. I think that's going to be worth the while. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, not worth buying. Oh yeah, he's already locked. Alright. So level 22. I think that's going to be basically our level for this run. I can do it. I can beat this game at level 22. It's just kind of hard. Alright. Let's work on it. I like that we found this throne. Makes it a lot easier because there's just a bunch of dead space on the way to it. Which also means we've excluded out a lot of space. Unfortunately, it also means that there's going to be a lot of... Oh, you can't you can't deflect those now. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, so I will state that some of this is a learning experience. I cannot deny that. Alright, I'd rather pick a vegan with a greatsword than the alternatives right now. Just the shield bash is so potent. So potent. Alright. Oof. Deep breaths. Come on, let's just recover. Keep the mind calm. Keep the heart ready. I did that bit backwards, but it's okay. Oof. Yeah, super fun game, which I didn't have to wait 2 months for each update. I'll spend all day on the... Yeah, I'll spend all day on the new update and then have nothing else left to do. Yep. That's why I started speedrunning, to make sure I still had something to do, despite seeing everything there is. I will state, speedrunning is a lot more fun than I ever expected it to be, and I like, knew it was going to be pretty fun. But, like, it's insane how fun this is. If you haven't tried speedrunning your favorite games, try it, and, like... You'll be impressed at how entertaining it is. Like, you're looking for an excuse to spend the time there anyways. If they're your favorite. If you like them so much. So, it's a really good excuse to get good. Alright, took a little damage there. But that's okay, we're damage boosting to get these warps. Alright, we got one more. I thought I killed you. Aw. Oh well. One more. I really should have just grabbed it. Oop. Yep, the invincibility frames didn't last as long as I needed them to. Oh well, we found everything we need. I'm not getting the damage boost, which is unfortunate, but we found everything that we need. Puritan and Nostalgic. Let's just grab a Valkyrie with an 8-ball. The 8-ball should be useful. Yeah. Yeah, we're just basically... I don't think there's anything worth buying. Yep, nope. And we're just letting that lock go on all the way. So we're at level 22, and that's just the way things are. Alright. We'll be fine. So let's see. There we are. Alright. So we'll grab this. We'll grab the heirloom. Then we'll go over... We'll start doing these jobs. Alright. Use that to just reset this hammer guy. Yeah, the range of those hammer guys is something I'm still getting used to. Alright. By the way, we've tried it. This Void, the Void heirloom here, you actually have to get the Echo Kick in order to equip it. Which, like, I understand due to just, like, how this room is designed. At the same time, I just feel like it's removing the Metroidvania aspect a bit by not being able to go your own route. By basically... You have to go the other route first. You have to find Echo Kick before you can find this. And that feels weird to me. Like, obviously I recognize why, it's like it. It's just... Just, I always want it to be more open world than it already is. However open world it is, I feel like it could be more open world. There we are. There we are. Whoop. Hey Thorza, welcome back. Alright. Tried speedrunning Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Sekiro. Speaking of which, that's a series that I need to get into. So I have the Dark Souls collection. I've never played them yet. I've been saving them up. I gotta add that to my list of games. Like, it's alright to add to my list of games, it's just my backlog is so huge. But, alright. So tried speedrunning Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Sekiro, and of course Rogue Legacy 2. I agree, it's a lot of fun. Once me and my friend played through Sekiro each one had one hand on the controller each. Oh my gosh, that's kind of hilarious. Yeah, the fastest and safest route is just to warp out like this. But yeah, but it's super hard. I am definitely looking forward to when the stuff goes in. Oh, by the way, I just realized, Jared, how's it going, man? Thank you for showing up to the stream. How's it going, man? I just now realized that wasn't the same person, but yeah, appreciate you both being there. All right, let's go. Whew. Go. I'm making 10% gold, so not even worth stopping for those chests, I don't think. Alright. So yeah, in case you're wondering, I am doing this on Twitch and on YouTube. So Thorza is the person who's on Twitch right now. And so I'm also... So... Oh, are you on both right now? I don't know if you're like making fun of the fact that I called you by the wrong name or if you're actually on both with different names. Whatever it is, I enjoy your company, so don't worry about it. Whoop. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Oh, you're on both. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, now we just finished this off. Murmur's not a challenging boss. It's just kind of like a nuisance. You can't really lose focus. He's like a really good door lock is a good way to describe it. He's a thing that you have to be prepared for. You can't just... He prevents you if you don't have the key. But his key... He is just a key. He's just a lock and key. He's not really that important aspect. He's not really this threatening enemy that holds the line and prevents you from going as far as you want. Alright. Oof. Deep breaths. There we are. So we're going to try this with 61 health. Actually, with 61 health instead, I am going to go look for the damage boost. See if I can find it in time. Without dying. I'd like you not to charge at me, sir. Alright, fine. Oof. So I know what the route looks like. I need to go up and to the right. I need to go higher up and to the right. Just missed. It's not appreciated. Alright. Got one down. Hopefully this is the correct route. Yes. Alright, got it. Whew. I have Dark Souls 3 Deluxe Edition. I have only done the first boss and the first part of the first dungeon. You guys should like this stream. JK, you don't have to. Also, this isn't my stream. Yeah, no, I will say I do enjoy, obviously, I do obviously enjoy when people like and comment and all that stuff. Definitely make sure I have something to comment, to talk about something. Also, boot. Like, everyone likes those numbers, obviously. I'm not gonna, like, really... I'm not gonna fight you for it, you know? If you want... I think everyone at this point knows that if they want to see more, they like and subscribe. And I'm not gonna, like, you know, beg for it. I'm not gonna be, oh, please, I just need one more subscriber, sir. Or, I only have this percentage. Like, I mean, I'm an adult. Okay, that was me. That was me being stupid. Oh well. All right. Well, we have the things lined up for us. We just need to do it. Gravity Beam and White Star. Not the spells I want for this fight. So we'll just go with the Barbarian then. Ooh. Nothing to buy, and we have no money for the rest of this run. So, all right. Whew, deep breaths. We just have the finisher. Besides, this is just our first run in a while. Recovery is all part of the run. And obviously, gain good again, is, I guess, the phrase. Alright. Ah, that was not the smartest move, it seems. And you can tell it's not the smartest move because it took damage. If it was the smartest move, I take no damage. Da-da-da-da, who would have considered? Back into your corners, you do. Back. Alright, you sit in your corner and think about what your brother's doing. Being a bad boy. You know that's actually, what is it? It's actually against martial law or something like that to punish the group for the actions of an individual. I think there was like something about that. Because I mean, oh, you do Splatoon news videos on that channel. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Splatoon is not, of shooter games, is probably one of the few I'd be interested in getting into, but I am not into Splatoon right now. I will say this, I do appreciate those games where people like me who lack the good, like, tracking can actually get good at the game. Like, so when, Overwatch came out, I was excited about the tank character, that I could just swing my hammer and, like, be a shield, and let mapping be my skill instead of actual, hitting targets, you know? But then it turned out that you needed a lot more than that. And so... But yeah, Splatoon was one of those that, because you could just focus on painting instead, I was super excited about. And, like, I could see myself getting into Splatoon if I had it. But I do not have it. I will just say that now. Do that just to get them out of the way so I don't have to worry about those. Alright. I'd like to get off the ceiling, sir. Or ma'am. There's a lot of downtime between his attacks, which makes this boss easy at times, but then, like, oh well. Well, oh well. Oh well. Got close. Got close. You'd like 2.5 night game instead. I have no idea what that is, but I'll keep that in mind. Generally, I just kind of... Unless there's a good reason for me to look for it, I just kind of avoid shooter games because I don't have the pinpoint accuracy necessary. I will say that, like... Actually, so back when my friends and I played Halo, I found myself... I'm actually kind of good. Like, comparative to... I guess compared to bad players, I'm good. But compared to, like, good players and people that spend as much time as I do in the game, I'm bad. But yeah, I just remember one time we were playing Halo, and they did this rule where every kill had to be with a different weapon, and they were shocked as I was the only one who would consistently have the weapon be my grenades. Like, I would just use frag grenades. They're like, dude, frag grenades are just where the kill streak ends. And, except for me, it was where it began and where it ended as well. Just... yeah. Flame Barrier against this boss is pretty good, I guess. Also, the fact that you can deflect those helps. There we are. Alright. So now we have phase 2. Or as I say, the long arc of the fight. Whew. Yeah. This is the part that I hate about the fight. Here. There we are. This is not the corner you want to be in. I mean, you don't want to be in corner, generally, but... Whoop. Ooh. Alright. Wow. Despite all those plus times, we actually recovered. And just in time for my dog to be asked to get let out. So let's take care of that. Don't worry, doggo. You go outside. You don't poop on my carpet. I'd rather you not do that. Look, door's open. Go do it. Alright. So we have to go to select. So it's 51:20 is our new time. That's good. Whew. Ah, Chesting go burr. Chesting go burr. Went burr really well. Alright. Whew. Well, that was a good way to start this. With a new record. That's always good. That being said, Mindful Line 3 already has like a 44 minutes or something like that, so we're not world record yet. We are second place, though. We are second place. And I appreciate it. It's a nice thing to do sometimes. Alright. Well, we just do it again. Alright. As always, feel free to talk as you'd like. I try to keep this chill. Obviously, at times I'm going to need to focus, but don't you worry about commenting when I need to focus. I'll just not read it until I'm done with my focus. That's all. Alright. Thank you all for coming. We're going to keep going. Wait, you're second in the world of Rogue 2 speedrunning? Yeah, so there's not many people. So there's myself. So when I started speedrunning, there was Fenor, who, Fenor, it turns out he just focuses on doing one life runs. And he's so good at it, they ended up having the speedrun world record when Far Shores first came out, because no one could compete with him. Then me and a guy named Irritable Goldfish. Irritable Goldfish. I'm saying this weirdly. My mouth's just like not able to pronounce it. But he was excited to get into the speedrunning, and he like needed someone to bounce off of. So I'm like, hey, he's kind of close to where I am. So we both submitted our times. He had like a 4-hour time. I had a 3-hour time. And then he's like, awesome, I'd like to see you improve. So I started improving. And I started improving very fast. And Irritable Goldfish wasn't improving as much. He ended up leaving at an hour, 30 minutes or something like that. Meanwhile, I kept improving till the point I beat Fenor. Fenor watched that video, was like, ah, I see. And my most popular video is the video where I finally beat Fenor's one lifetime. He's like, oh, so you did this, this, and this. 5 days later, he comes back, beats that time for me. I think it took another month or something of just working and fighting to finally beat Fenor's time and I was at world record for a while. And then Mindful Line 3 just came up. It's like, oh, hey, I didn't even know there was a speedrunning board. Hey, here's my time. What do you guys think? And it was the new world record. Just like his first run, first new world record. Yeah, no, I'm glad I inspired you to speedrun this game. And yeah, don't worry about how fast. Like, there's a guy named AlphaStream who's like really excited to start speedrunning. And I'm like, hey, dude, show me your first run. I'd like to give some pointers or anything like that. Sorry, there's a knock at the door. What's up? Alright, just a sec. Sorry, I gotta grab something real fast. Here you go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely take your practice. Feel free to, like, don't worry about how long it takes. As I said, AlphaStream, he's been wanting to run. And I asked him, like, can you show me your first one so I could, like, see how it's doing? Just give you your, make sure you get the encouragement you need sort of thing. And he, like, posted, like, oh, yeah, I could beat the Void Beast Bereth in an hour, but it takes me another 2 to do the next area. I'm like, dude, it sounds like you finished a run. It sounds like you're doing 3-hour runs, like how I started. Please, awesome, that's great. Why have I not seen any evidence? And that's the thing, like, AlphaStream, I think he's speedrunning, but he's not submitting. And if you don't submit, you can't really say you're a runner. Oh well. So, like, there's other runners. Also, yeah, as I said, Mindful Line 3 showed up out of nowhere, basically, and, he just focuses on, doing it as fast as possible, and, like, I think the main difference between me and Mindful Line 3 is I try to never reset the run, and therefore I go for consistent strategies, where he is just looking, alright, here is the optimal routes, I'm gonna go that route, oh, I failed here, reset. Oh, we failed 30 minutes in, sucks, reset. He makes sure he does the best run every run, which means that involves a lot of resets, which I personally do not do, but it means he's going to be getting the world records generally. So I'm usually in second place, but I think, I'd have to watch him now, but I think he would agree I'm more consistent, but we both have to agree he's the fastest of the two of us, by a pretty decent margin. But yeah, it's me and him are basically on the top. Fenor, I haven't seen his runs recently, but I know he emphasizes more mastery play than speed play, and the fact that he's also fast is just an additional value that he has, effectively. What do you post on? And I'll show you mine first run. So, as you see, there's all these things, updates EA launch. Come chat with us on our Discord channel. So right down here, if you click on this link, you'll be taken to their Discord, and there's literally an RL2 speedrun place, and that's where we submit our runs. That's where I've been submitting my runs. So, there's a link to it straight from the game of just this Discord. You just go to that Discord, and there's a RL2 speedrunning section in the Discord. So, that's where you would submit. Alright. So, yeah, dude, I'd love to see more runners. One of the things I'm always scared about is because me and Mindful Line 3 are the two most happy, most constantly submitting our runs. I'm afraid we're scaring off new runners. Like, that's one of the main themes. I want to make sure... I'd rather have a community where I'm helping the newer players get in than have a community where I'm the top dog. So I'm okay being second. I'm okay being third and fourth place. I just want this to be a thriving community right now. And so I'm really happy that more people are interested in running this game. If you need any tips and advice, do you think you could send me a link to the Discord? When you open up the game, you literally just click this button here. This is a button. It will take you to the Discord. I can't show you right now, but Yeah, that's... I'm not sure if that's a link to it. Let's see. Just a sec. Discord.com, invite. I'm wondering if this is the correct invite. So yeah, here. So here is the link in the game. I'll post it into the Discord, into the Twitch chat. Not sure how... My timer just got messed up. Alright, I gotta fix that real fast. I'll just give me a sec. Okay, timer's being wonky on me. That's not what I expected. Timer. Weird. Alright. Well, hopefully that's what you need to start running. Again, if you need any advice, like help with one of the fights, feel free to ask for any help. I'm interested in helping, I just don't know where people need help. I made a video of why and how you can run Rogue Legacy, and that video just goes everywhere. I think I go into like super deep detail of how to face Lamech, and like even pausing the game and stuff, and then I just don't even talk during the mock. Like the detail goes everywhere, because I don't know what people need help with. Anyways, dude, I'm happy, I'm super supportive, super excited that you're going to start running the game. Hope for the best, man. Hope for the best. Alright. Alright, I'll see you there then, man. See ya. Alright. Well, I'm going to start my second run. So. Wish you luck, man. Wish you luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths. Also, what are those giant fish monsters? That's also a thing we have to consider. Alright. Good, just fast enough. Awesome. Ooh. Deep breaths. Ooh. But yeah, we might not be the only speedrunners, because, like, Mindful Line 3, as he said, he didn't even know about the Discord, even though it's, you know, the link's in the game. So, there might be others like him who just have been running this game and didn't know about the Discord and therefore haven't been posting their stuff. I think it's a bit unlikely, but, I mean, Mindful Line had it happen, so who knows. Whoa, whoa. That was a fast run. That was a fast run. Wow. I mean, the tutorial section is probably the least necessary to do fast, but, I mean, hey. Every improvement is an improvement. Thundercloud, not interested. So yeah, I've basically, when you first start up the game, we've basically optimized for, the life with, you know, Knight with Fireball. So if it's not a Knight with Fireball, it's probably just, like, unoptimized, and therefore we're, even though it's the better, if there's a better spell, we probably just stick with this. Unless it's, of course, it's Flame Barrier, because Flame Barrier is so strong that we end up breaking that rule that I'm just setting up right now. Woo. So weird, because, like, I know I can dash, and so I, like, try to dash. I'm like, why is it not coming out? Because I'm in the air, because I don't have that yet. Not until I get the first heirloom. Like now. Alright. We keep going. Take advantage of that 7 seconds I saved. Do not let any gold splits go to waste. Ah. Whew. Alright. I could ask you what some of the best routes and techniques so I could shave some seconds. Alright, so. I'll explain it in just a sec, but generally to so let's actually start with no, I'm gonna teach some. After this run, I'll do a run that uses more of the safe strats, more of the I'm new to the game. How do I do this so that things work out well? So that's probably the first strat I'm going to teach you, just like how to do this so that you can get a good run for the first time, and then like obviously optimizations will come later. But generally, one of the first things I guess you should know when entering the castle, generally you always go to the top left first, and then you head to the top right or stuff like that. So the book and the book and dash here, they're both of it. How do I say that? So the book and the dash are both always dash heirloom is always to the left because of like the shape of it. It's not always to the left, but it's generally to the left. So if there's like a top, and then the book heirloom, because of its shape, is generally at the top. So if you can, so going top left basically says it gives you the optimal possibility of running into both of them once it's a randomly generated world. Which, you know, I don't think seeds are a thing that... Seeds is not a thing that exists right now. Like, we are able to read seeds, but you're not able to enter in seeds, so... And then, of course, you want to go right to find this area, because this will be in the next place. Generally, we're supposed to face Lamech right now. Nothing enforces us to face Lamech, other than the fact that's usually optimal for speed. The reason being is you want to... At every heirloom is a heal. So you want to make sure that, like, if you can, you get an heirloom just before a boss or just after a boss, whenever possible. So generally, like, you'll notice that I save the book until after I beat the second, as I'm about to face the second boss, because I don't need the book until then, and it's a free heal. The problem with that strategy is if I die on the way to the second boss, then we start having issues. Then I start having the issue that... Oh, also, not worth... I would say it's not worth going out of your way to find that, but if you already have the book, that heirloom is... that extra damage boost is going to speed up the run, but you have to just run into it randomly. You can't just, like, optimize, okay, I'm going to find this, then I'm going to find this. But if you have the book and then you find that room, it is fast enough. That 15% damage boost is worthwhile in facing Lamech. It's just, it happens inconsistently, so I don't plan around for it. Alright, here's Lamech. Lamech can be basically anywhere, because he could be anywhere except for the center room. It's always the same shape, but like this shape could be in a lot of places in the castle, so... Alright. As for Lamech, so until you learn all of his attacks, which I'll try to do it the way I usually do it, generally whenever you see him attack, a safe thing you can do is just dash away and then jump, and that will end up avoiding almost every attack that he throws at you. Every attack that doesn't have a good reaction time. Like, it does not avoid that attack that you just showed there, but that attack that he showed there gives you that red aura so that it's not even a threat. So that sword attack, apparently there's a very strict timing to it, so don't worry about trying to do it the way I do. So here is where the dashing, for a while I've always been using that as a damage boost, because all those projectiles chase you, so I just find it good to get rid of them, and just shield bashing into them is a great way to get rid of projectiles. Alright. So here, wherever it lands, it's not going to land there the second time. Like, so the first time, it always repeats its pattern when it's on the first phase. In the second phase, it always does the opposite pattern. So whatever spaces it hits, if you pay attention to, like, where it hits the ground. So, like, it hit the ground there, so this spot is safe, guaranteed. because we're in the second phase. In the first phase, it's the opposite. Wherever it hits, you know that's exactly where it's going to hit again. So, alright. Awesome. So someone suggested it might actually be optimal to save Lamech. So I gotta go out and watch the rest of the stream on YouTube, and I will watch the YouTube vid, but I might come back. Don't worry about it, man. You just do what you need to do. You do what you need to do. Don't you worry about me. Alright. But yeah, Lamech, there was some discussion about optimizing fighting Lamech later after you've lost the life and have a character with more attack. Because Lamech, there's the only reason we fight him, well, one, because it's part of the run, two, but two, because you get 1,000 gold. If you don't need that 1,000 gold, like, for example, I'm planning to beat the Void Beast Bereth on the first life, and that's a 1,500 gold, if not 2,000 gold. If that's the case, that might be enough gold, which would mean I could actually beat Void Beast Bereth, get all the damage boosts after that, and then face Lamech. Then again, Mindful Line 3, he actually faces Lamech, then gets his damage boosts, then faces Void Beast Bereth. I think with the Architect now, that's not the route. I have not watched his recent vids. I've been focusing on my own, so... But he probably has altered that now that the Architect's live. I'll have to go watch and check out, but yeah. Mindful Line 3, he also streams on Twitch, so don't be afraid to follow, man. Don't be afraid to follow him as well. That's weird. Why do I feel more comfortable promoting other YouTube streamers than myself? It's not like I think I do worse content or anything like that. Like, I mean, I do this content because I'm proud of it, because I'm proud of my skills. So why is it that I feel better? I guess because it feels weird to compliment yourself. I mean, I'm awesome. Let's just be clear. I'm awesome. You're awesome. Thank you, Mr. Awesome, for watching me. You're awesome. But for some reason, it's hard to just, like, sell yourself. I don't know, I guess it's the phrase, I'm selling myself. It feels a bit... weird. Ooh, that rollback kind of got me off my groove a bit. Alright. Some of these have been close calls. And you might be asking, how did I avoid them? Instinct. Not skill, just raw instinct. You play this game long enough, you just start figuring out weird ways to avoid things. Let's get this, because here's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. So, in the previous run, it wasn't really worth it to get the gold chests. Just like facing the bosses gave you enough gold. So in the last update, the previous bosses gave you enough gold, so that gold wasn't an important part of the run. That being said, in Rogue Legacy 1, opening the chests and like getting good equipment from the chests is very important. So I'm trying to figure out, are we at the point where we need to get equipment from the chest? Are we at that point yet? And I don't know. I just don't know yet. I do not know. One of the things is because of the leveling, or because of the castle being level locked, we do have to guarantee we get enough gold to unlock the castle, to unlock the Architect. And then after that, we still have to buy the equipment. So that's like something we really have to consider. Alright. Oh, awesome. You'll have OBS so that you can make vids. That's awesome. Yep. Oof. I've been using OBS for a while now. I just switched over to Streamlabs because Streamlabs OBS allows you to multi-stream. We're gonna grab that just because, as I was saying, might need more money. Don't know how that money routine's going to work in the end. I mean, I've been managing without a lot of money, but I'm wondering if actually optimizing for money is going to be, well, optimal. So I'm going to go in and fight the boss, and if I'm at 1 life and about to get crushed, then I'm going to just use the safe strat. So this is just the safe strat that you can use as you're optimizing. So you fight Void Beast Bereth, and then and you'll notice that I did not get the book yet. So what I will do is, if Fiends go south in this fight, because sometimes they do, yeah, Void Beast Bereth isn't exactly the hardest fight, but it's the fight where most Fiends, this fight is the most likely for Fiends to go south in, even though it's not exactly the hardest. The 30... Oh, are you talking about the bargain where you sacrifice yourself to, get some more gold? So, it's pretty rare we get relics often enough. It's a pretty rare relic to find, and we'd have to find it, at an optimal point to kill ourselves, basically. We'd either have to be playing, like... If I were to use it, I would have to have just beaten a boss and gotten that money, and therefore had like a good virtue out. So I have not used it yet in any runs, but it's more because the boss, it's more because the money from the bosses alone are enough, so we just want to kind of optimize movements over optimizing money. As the game progresses, that might change, but as of right now, optimizing money isn't really an issue. Once in the process of killing our bosses, we get enough money. So... Ooh. So it shows that we're behind on schedule, but keep in mind, we haven't picked up the book yet, so we still are going to do that. Oh yeah, don't worry about not having mic. Mindful Line 3 does not have a mic. He usually, when I'm chatting with him in the stream, I just chat with him, and then when he has to reset his run, he'll stop to respond to my questions and all of that, and I'll do that in chat. So like, yeah, don't worry about not having a mic. You won't be the only one, you won't be the last, you won't be the first. Like... Yeah, don't worry about that. Speaking of, like, that privacy stuff, my family's been actually pushing me to try to get, a camera, because I make a lot of funny facial expressions when I'm, like, reacting to things, so they thought it'd be really appreciative, also to just, like, see my friendly face. I'm an awesome person. Also, I look sexy as hell. I'm just joking, but, yeah, no, I don't. So they've been pushing me to try to get a camera, so I've been considering that. I'll probably look into it maybe like a week or two from now. You might see a face cam, but don't assume, but let it be a happy surprise. Let's do it like that, because if you assume I'm going to get the cam, then it starts being a little awkward if it ends up not working for me. Yeah. More apples, wow. They're just giving me all the healing I need. This is actually really good randomization then. Alright, found one lily. Yeah, no, I'm not saying use your cam. I'm just saying it's kind of funny that they want me to get a cam. It's just like, you'll know what kind of person, what kind of streamer you are when you're doing it, and like, even then, like, some people, they stream for the fun, just for the sake of themselves, not exactly to try to be, you know, an influencer or anything like that. So you know what you're looking for, and you're just looking to use that for Zoom calls and just do your thing otherwise. So like, nothing to say about that other than glad you know what you're doing. So glad you found my YouTube channel. I'm glad to hear that my YouTube channel is of value to people. Yeah. Oof. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that my channels have been of value. I really enjoy when people, like, one of those things is, you do this all the time because you know people are enjoying it, but like when people, sometimes you just kind of have to assume that that's the case. Like, we don't hear it. I do appreciate hearing is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm doing this to help you, but hearing the thank you means a lot, sort of thing, you know? So yeah, thank you very much for saying that you are really glad you found my channel. Alright. Yep, so these guys are a lot less threatening thanks to the update they have. They're faster, but they can be knocked back by anyone. And that is very cool. Do you know Retromation? It sounds super familiar, but the name does not give me a picture, is how I would say it. The name does not fill me a picture, but sounds familiar. I've heard the word before. I cannot like put a picture to the name. But yeah. All right. So this is really weird because I still haven't even found book. Oh my gosh, I get to do fast book. I get to do fast book. That's going to be appreciated. That is going to be appreciated. Not going to go into it yet, but we have fast book available for us. Alright, so now we're looking for lilies and a maw. So we're just kind of going everywhere and anywhere. And we actually cannot pick up the damage boost just yet because we don't have the book to pick it up with, which is kind of funny. Oh, took 4 hits. Alright. I was gonna say, did he just disappear into the abyss? Nope, there's path over here. Oop. Oop. Okay, you stopped. Thank goodness. Alright, let's head to this path to the left, see if there's anything of value here. Oh, there's enemies here. Gotta be very careful. Because I'm in very bad shape right now. Alright, so I'm going to just pick up this lily and then go get the book. I'm not going to take any more risks in this area with 32 health. Alright, so this is... I know this is really random, but I just remembered a weird movie with a centipede in it. I hope it's not Centipede. Also, I don't think that has a centipede in it, as much as the name would convince you otherwise. But yeah, what about this movie? Is it something from Retromation? Is that why that name was brought up? Alright. I found out if you have Hyperion's Ring, you could sacrifice yourself and gain 35%, and then you find another sacrifice, you can do it again. I'm sorry I didn't see that, but yes, that is actually a thing. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or not, but I think it is correct. Also, by the way, notice how much faster I'm doing this room because I have double jump. I always theorized that it's actually optimal to grab book as one of the last heirlooms. It's just like not likely that you're going to do it. I mean, like, look at my times. It seems to be showing up true. Oh, pixels. I know what you're talking about now. Isn't that like a... It was like an action movie where video games have taken over real life or something. It was some some ridiculous plot like that. By the way, I have no qualms with just like entertaining random ideas. That's usually how I get some of my best ideas. Entertaining a random idea much longer than it should have been entertained. So, nah, I appreciate it. Boop. Alright. Yeah, no, so the book has, the book could be best described as a puzzle heirloom. And so 1, I know all the puzzles. 2, having double jump makes that room so much easier. Having both, like, it's very rare I have double jump heading into that room. So, having it just makes that so much easier. Alright, so we found a maw. I'm going to grab the chest real fast, just because I can. And then we're going to grab the lilies. Alright, so we know there's one more lily right down, really deep down, and then to the right. Oh, and we have apples. But I didn't trade it for health. That's okay. That's okay. We'll be fine with 200 health. Alright, we get this Lily. Alright. So first we get the damage boost. Gotta remember, I just got book. I only now have access to damage boosts. And this damage boost is right next to a teleport, so it is a worthwhile damage boost to grab. By the way, we're still on life 1, I just realized. That's pretty nice. Alright, there we are. Whew. Drinking some water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Stay hydrated. Alright. There we are. We got Nama. So Nama could be cheesed with a shield bash if I start using it more aggressively. But I don't know. Feels weird using shield bash that much. That was a uncomfortable spot that I should have just used the dash for. Or the shield dash for, I meant. Ooh. I could have just shield bashed, but again, I don't want to get into a rate where I become dependent on that shield bash, because they're going to put that on a cooldown. That's going to be a thing they're doing. That being said, these things specifically definitely appreciate the bash there. Whoop. Oh, awesome. So in case you're wondering, during this theme, every attack, I mapped it out, it deals exactly 1/10 of the damage, which is why I don't bother doing anything other than basic attacks when I'm fighting them. Woo. Shield bashing that could also be quite valuable in speeding things up. Oh, that's okay. There we are. Yep, knew that was coming off. Whew. Oop, have enough mana. Just might as well spend it. Should have just shut it off. Oh well. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Alright, at least I hit that button. Dude, it's totally going to be a new PB. Hey, man, I still have quite a few sections left, but yes, I would love. The thing is, if I tell myself that, then I'm going to start getting stressed out. I gotta stay chill. Like, it's because I'm keeping my adrenaline down that this is actually working as well as it is. But thank you for bringing the hype, sir. Thank you very much for bringing the hype. Alright, so I think I got everything. I just need to go up. Yep, I think I got everything. Hey man, if I could do this one life, that'd be pretty sick as well. Woo. Dude, didn't even realize it was that close. That's pretty good. Alright. So we need to find the heirloom. We need to find The two mini bosses plus the boss itself. Oh my gosh. Got lucky there. He jumped over my head. Alright. So we found one. Not that we were trying to find that one. That one found us more of, and I appreciate its effort. Yeah, so the thing is with this room, there's one that's like basically guaranteed to the right, one that's basically guaranteed to the left, one that's basically guaranteed from above, and you always enter from below. So it's like... This one, like, exploring the entire area is kind of more of an inevitability than anything. Well, I'm not dead. Now I just need to find the heirloom and the damage boost. I have to be very careful because a single hit kills me. That's a Doomvis. And he was being very friendly. I appreciate that. Alright. There's a path over here. Such a big area. Alright, found the heirloom. This is pretty awesome. So, what's the max gold you ever got? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I'd have to check my first file, and I'm going to guess it's around 19,000. I don't exactly, like, Vorgoz and other people have gone a lot more than that. I don't exactly optimize for gold like that. In a speedrun, I also have even less idea, because I'd have to just, like, keep track of what level I was at the highest point for a speedrun. Yeah, I have no idea. I apologize if that's not the answer you were looking for. Why did I spend my double jump? Oh well, didn't need it. Alright. Level 45 versus level 1. Fair fight. Oh. There we are. Oh, right. Woo! Come on. There you go. Woo! That was scary. Ooh. I had it right, and then I tried to correct for if I was wrong. Alright. Whew. Awesome. Alright. So I'm actually going to stay over on this side, on the left side, instead of teleporting over to the bosses. Because, one, I need to find the actual boss itself. Two, I need to find the damage boost for it. And it is more likely to be over here than over where the other two are. So I'm going to explore this area where I don't have a teleport for, basically, is the basic argument. That the lack of teleport is the main reason I keep going. Alright, found the boss. And found the damage boost. Oh man, these are going good. Oop. Alright. It's actually faster to just run over to the teleport, I think, than to wade through the loading screens. Alright, this is the easier of the two bosses. Let's take him out. This boss is basically get to the boss, and then there's like a boss like this in No More Heroes, where like they just have this big old cannon, and the entire fight is just getting to the boss with a cannon. By the way, there's like a bunch of like just hidden chests in this room if you spend the time looking for them. There's like one up to the left in just a bit. Oh, visual warning. These things explode and do that huge explosion effect, so... Alright. I think this and the Sentinels are the only two enemies that do not have on-contact damage. There we are. Don't hit the button, only because it's not, There we are. And then I just took damage at the very end. To a spike after I killed the boss. Beautiful. Oh, I'm still at 200 health. Okay, it didn't count it. That's awesome. Alright. Wow. Alright. The main thing about this boss is it kind of sits there a lot. So you're able to abuse that. That being said, they hit you for egregious amounts of damage, so... Did I just go from full health to dead? Well, we got all the way to Gone Heads with the first life, so that's pretty impressive. Hollow Bones, Masochism, Vegan. I honestly think it's the Vegan is the least penalizing of these effects, which sounds absurd, but I think it's true. Alright. Alright, so we grab you. So we grab that so we can unlock the Architect. We grab this so we can unlock the sword. And it's 1, 2, 3, there. Alright. Let's really quick look up equipment. Because equipment's always the fastest way to upgrade. And it's just recovery items. It's just health, so. There we are. Oh, it's only 148 HP. Okay. There we are. Permanently locked. 260 health, level 21. Man, I got to level 21 on the first life. That's pretty impressive. 260 health. We have, even though we gained the leather weapon, we did get a strong sword. Our spells, unfortunately, are not getting improved, but hey, we got a consistent damage output. That being said, Gone Heads, the damage output of Gone Heads makes them threatening. Like, the problem is there's 2 of them, and the damage output is there. Yeah, they improved that spell so that it actually has proper knockback, because without that, this spell was not worth the while. It ate my dash was already used. I didn't realize that, and that put me in a bad spot. Let me just say it that way. I did it again. I already used my dash. Woo! I was gonna say, I need to... That was not the jump I expected. That was not the knockback effect I expected. Let me put it that way. And now we do not have a swordsman. So that's gonna change our math a bit. In bad ways. That's gonna change our math in very bad ways. This isn't good. Oh boy. Come on. If I could recover fast, I could do great. So the problem is these guys don't actually properly, so bosses aren't supposed to be frozen, they're supposed to get armor break so that you deal more damage to them. But both the... Basically every boss in this area, other than the main boss itself, and only the first phase of that main boss, has the issue. They're gonna kill one. Killed one. There we are. Ooh. I wonder if completing the game with your first life is the fastest way, or if dying to get upgrades would be faster. So this is actually a discussion, because generally my solution is if you get serrated edge, then obviously going on, you can do it with one life. But if you don't get serrated edge, then it's actually optimal to kill yourself sometimes. Yeah, that was true since the last patch, so it's only probably gone more true. That being said, this went very effective, despite letting things go, like letting that first life take so much time. So yeah, on his transition theme, the projectile theme saying it's dangerous to be here is a lie. But that's the only one that's a lie, so don't assume that because that's a lie, that... Because he has an actual attack that shows that picture, and you do not want to take that one lightly. Ah. Like this one, you cannot... That one will kill you, unlike the other. Alright. So, I'm not allowed to get hit in this next fight. I am not allowed to get hit in this next fight. But if I can pull it off... We're in good shape. Come on. Okay. And yeah, shouts do not destroy those projectiles, so... Avoid. Woo! That was not a smart move. Okay. So. That might be world record, guys. That might be world record. I mean, this is very early in Arcane Hollows, but it's a 40-53. That's a 40-53, guys. Let me just go check that right now. I'm gonna check that. Speedrunning. Mindful line set a 47-27 and a 42-27. Yeah. Yeah. That's new world record. That's great. Oh my gosh, that I'm so glad. Of first day learning to stream YouTube, and I get the next world record. I'm sure Mindful Line will be knocking me right back down. He's like that. He's good. So he'll knock me right back down. He'll get his world record back in just a few days. I'm certain of it. But I can just say I had world record for at least a little while. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Ooh. Yep. I am a little saddened. I want intelligence to be the route to go because of spells and stuff. But it seemed like it was the time I switched back to strength that I got the record, so... Unfortunately, it seems like your basic attack is the solution. Oof. That feels good, though. That feels good. Alright. I am going to, I'm going to just get a break, refill my water, do stuff like that. We'll come back in just a sec. So, let's do a waiting. So I'm going to bring you guys over to the waiting screen for a little bit, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Just gotta refill my water, stuff like that. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Someone has noted that with switching over to intelligence, there's the issue that you also have to get the proper spell as well. That is true, but mages get 2 spells, and due to their mana regenerating property, I have found through practicing that mage is often the fastest boss killer a lot of the time. So, yes, there is some variant. There's probably a lot more variance. And probably that variance is what's killing it. It's just, it's becoming too random that, like, what happens is intelligence ends up being the optimal route, but strength ends up being a consistent route, is probably what it's going to end up being. Because, yeah, you have to get luck to get the proper spell, and with Wizard, if you get the right proper spell combo, I think there's a video somewhere where I just, like, ate through a boss in, like, 12 seconds, because I had the right spell combo with the Wizard. But yeah, you don't always get that. I recognize that. Oof. Man, I'm just looking at these splits on the top of my screen. Or the bomb now. It's the bomb now for you guys. But yeah. Wow. Wow. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. But yeah, obviously, I got what I came here for. I'm going to be much more chill if you guys want to just, like, talk about stuff randomly. Oh, also because I got that mana potion, I could basically ignore these enemies. Because you only need 50 mana for the route. Technically, there is a route with 100 mana, but I'm not going to bother with that one. It's kind of funny. I still have that inconsistent theme in the intro. And yet. Alright. Alright. Keep moving. There we are. Yeah, no, I'm going to see a lot of red splits from here on out. For at least for a while, because that had... Everything was good, except the finisher could have been a little bit better. That's it. That's the only, like, real optimization I could see. Other than that, I had to kill myself at a certain point to get optimization elsewhere. Oh. I was about to dash through that, and I realized I can't air dash right yet. Alright. Wow. Literally dropped the shield just in time to get hit. Alright. Well, this heirloom seems really tucked in the corner, so we'll probably be just teleporting back to the entrance after I'm done here. But yeah, if for everyone who's like, keep in mind, while that is world record, this run is extremely new, because we're talking about the runs during this patch currently. So, like, how long has this patch been out? 2 weeks, maybe? Maybe 2 weeks? So, world record just is kind of a title until someone else takes it. What run am I on now? So there's a little counter at the bottom left corner of my split theme. So it says I'm on my 10th run. So, though keep in mind, this is not counting the last update, where, I think I got like 90 runs on the other one. So that's why I'm capable of doing this in 10, because I have the 90 other runs elsewhere to practice on. I should note, with this, I believe I have a good 150 hours into the game, so it's like, yeah, I'm going to be good at it. Don't worry, like, don't you worry your butt if you're having not at a certain caliber. There's way too much time invested in this game. Oh, dead end. Alright. Oh. Alright. Void portals. So yeah, these are... One of the saddest things is that void portals are not a part of the run right now. It's a sad story, Pan. I mean, so the thing is, it might be. So they're talking about... they were talking... in the Discord about possibly making the runs... How do I say this? Possibly making... So, here. Whenever you get a good run, whenever you finish one of those... I could have the gun. If my control scheme worked for the gun, that would be amazing. But I will tell you this right now. If I haven't spoiled it in other cases, my control scheme does not work for the bow, the arrow, or the gun. So, unfortunately, as cool as it would be to have a gun and a shield for a speed run, it's not going to work too well for my current playstyle. That being said, that'd be actually really great. If I got the Assassin's Blade, I'd totally try out the Assassin's Blade for speedrunning. Ah, what am I doing? But yeah, it's just like the aiming process doesn't really work with my control setup. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find... There we are. So I need to get a heal. If they add a speedrun mode, really all they need to do is add a time at the end, and that will be close enough to a speedrun mode. Like, there's not really all of the... what's it? Oh, thank goodness I had a little more space. But yeah, all you really need for a speedrun mode is that when you hit the thing you're trying to get, you, it tells you your time. That's really all it needed. I'm really sad that they took that out, or they forgot to add it back in with the recent patch. I'm trying to think what else they could add. Like, skipping cutscenes, but it's like, all the cutscenes already have a fast forward function. I actually like having the tutorial in the run. It's actually a lot... They made the tutorial fun. And, like, there's actual optimization during it that I appreciate, really warms you up for the run. So, I'm okay. Like, a lot of people have been asking to get a skip for the tutorial. I'm perfectly happy with the tutorial. I would actually like if there was more, like, places for optimization to occur. But yeah, I don't think a speedrun mode is necessary. It's just kind of as it is already. Like, I wouldn't know what to... So we have been... So I guess there is one thing I haven't brought up. One thing we've been talking about wanting to add to the game, and it sounds like through hints, through kind of the hint, nudge, nudge, that the developers are considering it too, or if not, already have it planned. Oh yeah, text skipping. That, I guess not having to mash the enter key would be appreciated. That actually, you're right. I would appreciate that. So what do you do with the blood and the silver? So if I get, so the blood is for rune upgrades. The silver is for weapon upgrades. As you see with all the feeds we skip, we don't really get enough weapons to upgrade them. Or equipment. And then runes, we don't even buy the character that allows you to equip runes. So, unfortunately, blood does nothing, and iron, for it to work, we need to get pretty lucky on our random drops. By the way, I'm trying something interesting. We did not find Lamech, so we're just not even going to bother with Lamech. We'll go face the Void Bone Beasts, and if we have time, we'll go back. Like, we'll probably go back and face Lamech with more power and all that, is what I'm getting at. Oh, Pizza Girl. Oh, I miss you so much. Not having my extra cheesy meat lovers just before a run. Very sad that you got cut out of the route. Darn Architect and their old-fashioned ways. Putting the new fangled pizza on the back burner. Yes, beautiful. That was a delicious fall. Delicious. Alright. So it's kind of funny that, like, they added those arrows. Like, it seems like such a non-intuitive theme, but it's so valuable in facing the enemy. Wait, did I get to 50 subs? I haven't even heard the pings. Dude, that's awesome! I didn't even realize if I did that. Dude! I didn't even realize that. Thanks! Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it. I thought I was still at 44. I knew I was close. I didn't know I was there. Oh, that's awesome! Thanks, everyone! Oh my gosh. Dude, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank every last one of you. All 50 of you. Whew. Oh, 50 subs on... Yeah. Alright. Still, man. Thanks so much. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, that's awesome, guys. That is so awesome. Oh. Yeah, right. Yeah, I figured that out later, that you were talking about subs on YouTube where I have a few more than on Twitch. But still, man. Still. I appreciate it. Like, every last one of you. I still appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Like, it does mean a lot. Like, it's not just an algorithm thing. It's a pride. It's a show that I am of value to people sort of thing. I do appreciate it. By the way, Poliva, how's it going? I realized you came around, you were probably watching from the sidelines and saw the record, so I didn't ask you how it's going. Obviously, it's going good on my side, but I haven't asked you. I think it's always a good thing to be asking people how their day has been. Whew. Oh, hey. Okay, my dog is freaking out there. Hopefully nothing bad's going on. I mean, there's a bunch of other people in the household to take care of that, so don't have to worry about that dog too much. Ooh. Deep breaths. Let's turn back on. Come on. There we are. Ooh. Alright. Alright. There we are. A little behind on book. I mean, I expected to be a little behind on everything after that last run. Oh, forgot to grab the damage boost. Whoops! Whoopsie! Oh well. We'll be fine. Oh yeah, Fenrir found a faster damage strat by kicking off of their face and like resetting your cooldowns of your attack, but it's really hard to do optimally, and because of the weird hitbox and because of that attack right there, I find myself not doing it very often as a safety precaution. Sounds like by the freak out that someone just drove up, is my guess. Don't know who driving up or who we were expecting. Anything like that. Might be the mailman as far as I know, but Whew. Reacted just in time. Alright, took some damage, but reduced it, so that's good. I really like when they go into each other, so I could hit them both. I'm fine, it's just every day is the same. Yep. Whoa, that was a fast combo kill. Nice. That was a fast combo kill. Alright. Alright, and you can tell by the amount of money, so we still need to go beat Lamech. But here's an interesting idea. Might be absurd. What if we go defeat Nama, and then we don't even have to lock down the castle, since we have to find Lamech and the top route anyways? Nah? I mean, it's a weird strat, but, I mean, I could handle weird strats right now. Did I just not pick up that meat? Ah. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Don't know why I lost my dash, but it's fine. We can survive the damage. Alright, we found a maw. Still need to find lilies, but we found a maw. Still need to find double jump. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that war get blended in with the snow. I mean, I guess that's the exact opposite of what it does, but blend in with the environment. There we are. That's the phrase. Alright, found one lily. Yeah, I understand the whole every day is the same thing. It's like, if that day isn't a good day, then you have issues. Like, you have to enjoy that day for it to be good. Alright, faster to actually return to the main menu. Head to the far shores from the right, and then we have where the last lily is and where Nama is already. So that's going to be appreciated. Yeah. Man. I wonder if I'm going to be able to pull off how long until someone pulls off. And I think Fenner's still going to do it first, though I have been coming close to these last few runs. But how long until someone pulls off the first one life run for this patch? Nope. Found far shores. Alright. Alright. Awesome. These last two runs have been really weird with my routine, which really just tells me, because of how good they're going, that my routine is off, that there's some improvements I can make. that I don't fully understand yet. Which is going to be pretty nice to figure out later on. Oof. Oof. There we are. You already got very close to doing it. I'm sure it won't take long till it happens. A week or two for sure. Yep. I mean, assuming I keep just heavily focusing on it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. The question is basically, has Fenor already done it and they're just still figuring out how to post it, or has it not been done yet? That's really the question there of how long until the first one life run. But yeah. Also, if you get, like, good heirlooms, like, because heirlooms don't cost health at first, like, if you could find a good purchasing of that first 100%, I'm sure you could do some insane things. So, yeah. Definitely. I could see it happening in a week or two. Heck. I'm not going to jinx myself, but might happen today. Dun dun dun! Alright. Grab that lily over there. Alright. It is safer to just exit to main menu because of those, all those fireflies or whatever they're called. Alright. So now we're going to kill the mob. And then we're going to worry about Lamech, which is not the route I expected. I'll say that much. That is not the route I expected. I just realized we're going to see a picture of like Lamech's picture still locked, and yet one of the other estuaries already taken. Man, shield bash. I think the timer is very important for the balancing of that. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was needlessly risky, that one. Almost at the halfway point. Alright, now the hard part comes in. Ooh. So while you cannot reach that platform, you can actually shut it off from below the platform, so it doesn't matter. Thank goodness I saw that before I jumped off the platform. Oh, took some damage that time. And then I didn't stick the landing, but simply. So I took even more damage. Woo. we are. Alright. 116. There we are. Oh, yeah, no, I don't have Numb Up Please because my routing is off. I'm like, did I not press the button to move forward? Alright. Got them all. Do we just keep going up? I mean, why not? Right, I can't. Oh. Well, that's why you don't go up there. Oh, well. It might actually be optimal to not buy the Architect. I know that sounds absurd. Alright, Smith. Not sure we have much equipment for you, though. One, two, three. Buying the Architect anyway, so that if I need it. That's it. Alright. That's fine then. We'll lock it down anyways. Level 17, see how that works. Okay, less gold from Lamech, but it's okay. It's okay. It's alright, yeah. It's okay. Alright. What rooms haven't been checked? Alright, next to the book, actually. There's a lot of rooms next to the book. Let's go to there, kill Lamech real fast, then we'll go back in. Lamech can't be too far. I mean, he can, but I'd really appreciate it if he wasn't. Whoop. Alright. I've been faster to go to the book route then. Well, yeah, I still can switch out for the gun. That's kind of funny. Gun is good damage, but as I said, my control scheme does not work for it. What? Ah. Back to the book. There we are. Yeah, Lamech's trying to be really annoying to find. Which, I mean, by all means, if he's scared of me, he has every right to be. So, not gonna blame him. There you are, Lamech. Last room, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the last room. When I say Lamech was scared of me, I wasn't kidding. Alright. Looks like we have our magic taken care of. Alright, Lamech. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a great start. This is going great, by the way. Beautiful. Fantastic. Couldn't be going better. a nice amount of health to go with me. There we are. Whew. Yeah, that was a nice fight. Yeah. So in case you're wondering, this is why the Fire Spin attack is considered one of the most powerful spells in the game. Alright. Well, we now have the cape, which will be a nice equipment to grab. Whoop. Ooh, Flame Barrier is awesome. Truly. Yep. And, like, if you ever want an example, just clip out that fight there. Because as bad as some of that fighting was, the damage there was absurd. Oh, hey! Got the damage boost. I appreciate it. Alright. Oh, this is just money. How did I not get hit by that void? I don't have void dash yet, so... Whoop. Nope. At least I checked. Oh my gosh, I was like, I wasn't jumping properly, I was hitting the wrong button over and over again. I think it's actually safer, because I didn't get any save points, to just, let the castle reset itself. And also because it's so close. Alright, first things first. Buy that cape. Now we have our magic taken care of. Let's get a little more magic, though. Da-da-da-da. Looks like I've made some nice project in the last couple of days. Holy, yep. Skyline, were you here for last run? Yeah, we made some nice progress. Yeah, no, we've been doing really good. We've been doing really good. Appreciate you for knowing. By the way, how's your day been going? How's it been going, man? Alright. Just turned up. Alright, so our last run got us PB, which is also, I'm pretty like I did the math. Unless Mindful Line has already done a new one, it is the current world record. So, yeah. The work has been paying off. Nod Bone's nice, especially while we're still already at full health. What you got for us? I mean, this perfectly spends all our resolve, so that we just stop spending resolve from here. And... we good. Whoop. Get the chest while there's still money to be had. And equipment. Nice. Got armor. Appreciate it. Alright, we got our teleport back. And now we still need the Void Heirloom, and we still need the bosses, so... but it's okay. Alright. Whoop! Oh. Ah. Great to hear. Been good so far. Thanks for asking. It's quite late, so I probably won't be around for ages. Yep, don't worry about it, man. You get your rest. Like, not sure if you guys know this about me, but I actually, in my area, I go to sleep at 9 p.m. because I very much value my 8 hours of sleep a day. So, like, I'm always good with you, like, saying, alright, you gotta get some rest. Dude, totally. Most people don't get enough rest. And it hurts them for it. So, yeah. if you need to get your rest, if you need to check out after a bit, by all means, keep yourself healthy. Whoop. Ah. What? Oh my gosh, this guy has a different... I thought this character had a shield. I didn't realize this guy has super IDS. So I just charged into enemies' faces, assuming I'd be alright. It wasn't alright. Alright, well, we get healing. Thank you, by the way. Alright. Yeah, nice that you value it. Not too common. Yeah, it's... I've seen it... I know enough people that don't value it, and I see how it destroys their, like, mentality. Like, I'm not saying they're mentally destroyed or anything, but, like, the exhaustion, the toll it has on your body. Like, I've seen it, and I'm just like, nope, not taking risks. Rather lose some time in social life to make sure that stuff doesn't happen to me. Whoop. I was wondering about that. So you actually, if you place your shield fast enough, you won't take damage from the apple. That's good to know. Anyways, I needed the healing more than the max health, so I was going to pick that up anyways, but that is good to know. I was curious about that. Probably a glitch, but good to know, nonetheless. Or a bug, like unintended is what I'm trying to get at. Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be grabbing meat lanterns. Duh. I have a gnawed bone. Why am I not grabbing my meat lanterns? It's very easy to let it become an afterthought. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's too many people. Alright. Alright. I mean, if I do this, the boss section well, then I can actually recover this pretty effectively. The dodge roll from the duelist also prevents damage. Yep. One of the reasons that they decided that the dash isn't broken is because they compared it to the duelist dodge roll. So, yeah. Good thing, too. Whoop. Nope. Alright. Up top. Up top. Or down left. Let's try down left. Really far down. If I didn't have only 100 resolve, I totally would have taken the Assassin's Blade. In case anyone's wondering. Whew. Accidentally did it in a way where it ate my jump, so got kind of lucky that. There we are. Alright, took some damage, but we got gong hits. Alright. It's very easy to become an actor. So wait, Super IBS is an active? Yes, Super IBS replaces your trait, and it basically does this explosion that knocks you up in the... that gives you, like, an additional jump, and, it's also burns the people. But yeah, it's an active. It's replaces your normal trait. So, yeah. Regular IBS is non-active. Regular IBS is just, you pick it up. Yeah, not the cleanest fight, but clean nonetheless. And it wasn't... I guess I should say it was not an abusive fight. I did not just take my shield and beat their faces in. Which, I'm sure they appreciated that. Gotta actually show what they do. Lost because I was better, not because I abused the system. Oof. Oof. Alright, so we found the boss. So now we just need to find... Murmur. Get out of my way. Oh, I can attack their weapons? Because I ate my his projectile with my sword, it looked like. Alright, down to the left. Alright, I have Void Dash so I can get through that. But I can't get through that. I don't really have any teleports over there, so just kind of gotta go. Up, right, down. Maybe not the safest. Looks like the fastest, but not the safest, then. Go down, right. Right again. Up, right. Alright, this is a nice one. How's the shield meta? So they're planning on nerfing the shield because of the meta being so strong. Definitely did not get any weaker. Definitely did what we expected it to do. Of scaling. Whew, yeah, you can break their attacks with their sword. That's something I did not know. Right, I gotta be careful because if I don't want to run into an enemy. This is the only path, right? Yep. Explored everywhere except that corner, and that's the corner I need to go, and so far from any other teleport. Alright, we're grabbing the Barbarian just as a means to access that area, basically. Really quick. Any purchases, sir? Way too heavy. Actually, only 10 points too heavy, but still. There we are. Yeah. That's rough, buddy moment. Oh well. Happens sometimes. Alright. That's okay. Our last run makes up for all of this. So, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Oof. Deep breaths. Just finish it up. Do it good. Well, do it good. Throne is closest, which is one of the weirdest things. Yep. By the way, before even this shield bash theme, I theorized that the duelist would be the best class, but it never came true because the duelist, you need to get so much stuff in order to play it in the first place, and then their thin attack point was just really hard to use. Whew. Okay, right. So it's a rule that you can't take damage while hitting a spike from the wrong direction, which is appreciated, by the way. Literally the next room. I would have had this teleport if I made it. Alright. By the way, whenever I get to the red orbs, like this thing, there's going to be... When I get to the point where I start shouting them away, there's going to be like a bright light, a flashing light glowing, like that. Just here. I don't know how to time those properly, because I don't know if I need to use them until it's too late for me to give you the warning, is the problem. Oh my gosh. There we are. Oh. Yeah, I'm finishing the... As you can see, I'm currently at level 23. And, like, the new classes you need to be at least level 36. So, unfortunately, we are still finishing the run before unlocking most classes. Duelist also needs to be level 18, and by the time we're at that point, we're, like, just grabbing damage boosts and stuff. So, like, the Barbarian and the Valkyrie are on the path to the Architect and the damage boost we want. So, they end up getting picked up. Yeah. The Barbarian, the Valkyrie, and the Ranger are all picked up because they kind of have to for the purchases we're actually looking for. Not because, like, it's the best classes or anything like that. I would love to route in Duelist, but... And it seems like that is the most likely to be able to route in, but I think it's going to end up ending there, because the game ends too quickly after that. Alright. Throw? Let's see how I do with a Barbarian with 84 health. I think 84 health allows him to survive maybe a 2 hits? Maybe a second hit? Yep. So, yeah, about that different category stuff, and in future patches, when I brought up that, as a speedrunner, I don't usually get to see the other classes, one of the devs said, don't worry, we're working on a solution to that right now. And he gave, like, a winky face. So, I have no idea what a solution is, but yeah, there's going to be different categories. My guess is there's going to be a way that you just start off and you choose your class and everything. Ooh, with emotional dysregularity. Could I not root the Duelist as a lost character before the final boss? I could, and like this is where I would probably buy it. I'm actually going to buy it now. Not sure if I'm going to equip it, but... Oh, I literally spent too much money to buy it. We're not going to equip it now because this is actually an amazing mage right here. Because it has raw damage. It has so much raw damage. But yeah, basically if the duelist would be routed in, it would be the last character before the final boss. Like as I just did there. And that is as soon as it could be routed in, basically. It might get routed in time for... Like once more bosses start coming in, the duelist could probably get routed in. But as it is currently... the new classes, the Gunslinger, no way the Gunslinger is going to find space, to put simply. Oh my gosh, came out from beneath me, didn't even notice. Yep. Oh. Well, that went south. That should be it. Alright. So yeah, we'll see if I could time it right, because the mages have all the damage needed. They just lack, well, basically the rest. The versatility. Oh, right. That attack. Oh, well. The health. That's another thing they lack. That's another thing they lack. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Mage. Flame barrier. That's the deciding factor here. Flame barrier. Alright. And yeah, if we get a duelist, we'll be able to see how well the duelist routes in for this boss. So, I mean, if it routes in well, might as well start picking it up, seeing how it works out. That might be really good. That might be really good, actually. Alright. Well, for now, we'll just keep moving. Just keep moving, finish it off. We are behind PB, but, like, what do you expect? Alright. Ah. Oh my gosh, I pressed the wrong button and now I don't have my... Alright. Oh my gosh, I thought... That's not good. Those were two attacks that really shouldn't have missed. Alright. Oh, we're doing this with, I think we could survive one hit. And we have the flame barrier combo, so... Gonna be appreciated. Alright, wrong attack. Wow, he's not doing ground attacks, which, if I wasn't trying to experiment with something, I'd be really happy about. Turns out the experiment did not work. Oh well, you have to hit the, you have to do the down strike and it has to hit every time, which means as he's moving around, you can miss. Alright, let's just do a knight. Knights are always good. Though nostalgia... Okay, my apologies. I thought about it afterwards. Maybe nostalgia wasn't a good idea because of the corner. It was risky, and because I was trying out for the first time, it ended badly. So you are correct. You are correct. It seems quite risky. It was quite risky. Risky. Alright. Oof. Oh well. That's okay. That is okay. We will finish this off. Sorry about the visuals. Thought about that after I picked the character instead of before, because sometimes I don't consider that. Can you actually move fast enough to keep it going? I don't know. That's why it was a test. Oh my gosh, why was I so close when I knew that attack was right there? I notice I haven't used the shield at all yet during this fight. Also, I've noticed that I've taken a lot of damage that I don't need to take. There we are. Alright, so if I time it just right. Whew. Well, I'm figuring out those timings at least. That's appreciated. Yeah, there's definitely a class better than the Knight against this boss, simply because of, like, the positioning of his hitboxes on most of these attacks. Whoop. Yeah, just because of the positioning of his hitboxes, there's definitely a better class than Knight for this fight. There we are. Can Valkyrie's talent destroy the potions or green coins from the boss? No. No, it cannot. Not even the Barbarian's shout can destroy those. So, that's why you're avoiding them a lot. There's a lot more downtime between attacks than with the Valkyrie. Yeah. And so, the Valkyrie might be able to destroy the green coins. I have not tried that one, but I don't know about that one. So, yeah, that run was 53. Hey, still sub 1 hour. That's still good. Still good. Yep. Alright. Whew. But yeah, so I can... Honestly, destroying the green coins doesn't help too much. Because I'm not, like, trying to land on the ground during that. And the pause to try to spin is also an issue there, so destroying the green coins isn't too much of a value. I'm unsure if they can do it. I have tried the potions. You cannot destroy the potions. Do you take in-game time for the leaderboards? So usually we just post both. Because in-game time is obviously easy to prove. Out of game time, if you can, do both. In case you're wondering, this theme that we're using is called Live Split. It's a pretty easy theme to set up. The additional timer down that I have at the bottom right now, that theme's called Live Split. Pretty easy to set up. Don't worry too much about it. If you just do in-game time, that is okay, and that's why we keep showing the profile at the end, because that has our in-game time. It used to be one, we have an ending screen that has our in-game time, but that ending screen, they removed it for whatever reason. For whatever reason. We don't really know. We don't really know. So, yeah, we use in-game time, but it is good to have out-of-game time if it's available for you. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So yeah, next week, let's see. What do I want to focus on next week? I have enjoyed doing, Hades and Magic the Gathering and stuff. Like, I've been doing... One of my videos, I think it's actually getting released today or tomorrow, is a Kaldheim draft that was a lot of fun. But the problem is, I always use Quick Draft, and they switched the format for Quick Draft just yesterday or something like that, so I'd have to learn that again. So, other than that, I kind of like Hades, so I might just switch over to that after this run. So if you guys are sticking around, well then I will have to learn how to change the... So, yeah, after this run, I'm going to see if I can change the name of the stream for YouTube in a blink. And if I can't, then I'm just going to end the stream there. And if I can, then I'll be playing Hades for a bit. Honestly, yeah, I have things I have to do after this anyways, so, like, it's not too much of a downfall if I can't play Hades. But I do want to, like, if people are here, I want to do stuff for them, you know? Ooh, too bad it replaces the shield. Alright, so there was a path up I missed, but... Alright, we're gonna try this. Alright, I timed it wrong. If that shield can block it. That's fine. Plus 22 health. And we find an heirloom to fill it right back up to full. So, we're good. Alright. Oof. Mess that up a bit. Oh well. Yeah, so in case you're wondering, their spawn points are completely random, so I just kind of adapting to the spawn points. So there's, like, the optimization there is just being confident in your movement. That's about it. As for here, that was the optimization right there. Also, something that is worth noting that, like, isn't obvious, if you attack rhythmically to the, like, once the attack hits, if you then attack again, you can actually attack faster than if you just mash the button. So, not many people know that, but I'm not sure how many people know that, I guess. But when you're trying to be fast, mashing the button very fast actually doesn't help you, which is good to know. Oh my gosh. Also, making mistakes like that don't help you. Well, we found the Mac. I'm not sure if it works with shield block, but dodge roll and iframes from the door definitely do prevent damage. Alright, that's good to know. So yeah, not sure if it works for shield block, but yeah, I do know there's a bunch of strange abuses with a duelist. Gosh. If we can, if I could optimize the, Infina Strike duelist roll theme, there's like a glitch that you can basically immediately refresh your attack with the duelist roll. And because of the speed of the attack of the duelist naturally, you basically just button mash 2 buttons at like an extremely fast pace, and you attack like 3 times as fast as you'd expect to be able to attack, and you're invincible the entire time through. So that is a thing that the duelist can do because of some weird stuff with the duelist roll. There we are. Quite used to having time hits from Hollow Knight. Yep, nice. Glad to hear. That one was close. Don't try that one at home. Alright, there we are. There we are. Alright. So now we just have to find book and kick, and then we go. There we are. Alright, so we found kick. We just need to find book. We're going to grab kick now, actually. Actually, no, we have 179 health. Let's take advantage of that and find book. Which means that loading screen was actively a mistake. Alright, left and down, I guess? There was a path up by the entrance. Alright, let's go to the entrance then. Alright, because that's the most likely place for the book to be. But it's more likely to be up than any other direction. Oh my gosh. And that's why we did this first, so that we could leverage the health we have. Okay. 2 entry points. That's okay. I just wanted this chest. Leather cape. What was your casual experience with the game at first? So, I watched someone else beat Lamek, and like once you learn Lamek's moves, he's really not that hard. I don't know what to say. Like, because I can basically make things click like that by watching someone else do it. I mean, this is what I remember, by the way. I could be wrong. You can actually... So I actually did stream myself... No, I didn't stream myself. I YouTubed. I recorded myself playing through this game since the beginning. Since I first bought it. So... Like, I do not think there's a single time I've played this game and it wasn't recorded. I would not exactly recommend those videos because I was much worse at... like, talking and just keeping things interesting. But at the very least, if you want to see where I started from, yeah. Also keep in mind that I literally, to prepare for this, played through the original Rogue Legacy Lament of Zors. So I did that casually. So I was like more on edge and attuned to what's going on. So not exactly fair. Like, you could kind of argue that I've never played Rogue Legacy 2 casually. I played Rogue Legacy 1 casually, but never Rogue Legacy 2. And the last time I played Rogue Legacy 1 casually was back in 2013. You know, when it got released, so... Didn't have a recording back then. Oh well. So it's possible to skip that and just go here. Like, to just hit that with an echo kick, but you have to be very precise. And I haven't figured out the precision yet. Which tells me I should probably practice it, but... oh well. Okay, I've done that every single time I fought that guy. I've charged at him, the fireball knocks him forward, and then I just get hit by that. Yeah, Lamech is very much a question-answer sort of fight. He gives you a question of how do you solve this problem that I'm throwing at you. And if you answer it, you're good. And yeah. Gosh. So glad that this game exists, that we have the sequel. But yeah. Lamech is very much a question-answer sort of character. I'm going to give you a problem, and if you can solve it, then this is of no issue. But if you can't solve it, and I'm going to keep throwing questions at you, then you're in trouble. And that's basically how I would describe the facing Lamech experience. For facing Nama, it's kind of an attrition thing. It's, alright, at least back when Lama was the last boss, Lama was very much alright, my attacks are slow, they're pretty methodical, but if you mess up, I deal a bajillion points of damage. And I go on, and the fight goes on long. At least, it felt like it went on longer prior. Like, it feels like they nerfed Nama's health. Alright. By the way, speaking of those bosses, can I just say how amazing their boss design has been since the first game? Like, the first game, it was just like, alright, this mini-boss ended up harder than we expected. Let's turn it into an actual boss. Sounds good. And then, like, other than Johannes, that was kind of the idea for all the bosses. That's how they were all made. It was, we're making this large skeleton boss, that's a mini-boss. And now we're making this large I-beam boss. Oh, it was a little too hard to make a mini-boss. Let's just make it a full-on boss. And then they did that for Ponce, Herodotus, all of them. That's what it feels like. Ugh. Ah. Okay. There we are. That was a little uncomfortable. Not sure if that's intentional. Might have to report that one. Yeah. Also, yeah, definitely, the new variety of bosses is also huge. And highly appreciated. A lot of them were just big balls of aggressive mass. Like Alexander and Ponce were just scaling of one another. Alright. So let's try to show you... So you might notice I didn't pick up the damage boost. I didn't even pick up Book. This is intentional. This is actually a strat that you can use when you're first starting these runs. You can try to face this boss without any of those benefits, and if things go south, you then exit out, and you will lose your progress in the fight, but you will come back. You can immediately full heal with the Book, and then you can, from there you can, how do I say it? You can do it again, basically. You get 2 tries at this boss using that strategy. And yes, the second try you are stronger, which makes people just want to grab the second try now. But like, if you're still learning the boss, still not getting it consistent, that is a solution. But yes, in speedruns, this boss has basically been the lock and key preventing either deciding or destroying a run. Because this boss is a challenge for players to do optimally. Well, before we got the Shield Bash trilogy started. The shield bash exists. Shield bash is broken, and then shield bash is pretty fun, and shield bash is going to exist as it will in the next trilogy. We'll figure out in the next balance patch the existence of shield bash. There we are. Oof. Alright, so we still have book. Might want to just pick it up now that this boss is over, actually. Considering it. Well, actually, oh hey, someone subscribed! Or followed me on Twitch. I have a little peen thing. Unfortunately, I cannot see it right now, but I'll make sure to thank you when I have a chance. But thank you, whoever you are. Alright. Always appreciate it. Gotta remember my first jump is now short. Whoop. I find the buff version any more difficult. So strangely, because the characters have like plus 20%. So I'm not sure if you know this, but every character just has plus 50 health. Like just a flat number of plus 50 on all characters. And I feel like that is more impactful than the buffs that was given to the boss. So so believe it or not, I've had less trouble with a more devastating boss than instead of more. So definitely recognize why it gives people trouble. By all means, I recognize. But yeah, that health increase was more impactful in my mind, in my opinion. All right. Whoa! We found an early Nama. We could technically go in there and just face Nama. Grab the double jump later. I'm not against it. But I'd like to be at a point where I don't die in one hit before I do that. Stop tempting me, game! Gosh, that's so far to the right. Oh my gosh, I should have just picked up book. Oh well. We found it. Never punished. Never punished. Alright. Yeah, no, this health increase is absolutely absurd. And it's like, it's substantial for level 1, and then you have to consider that most speedruns are effectively, compared to other players, always at level 1. Like, you know, I finished this at like level 22 or so, where other people finish at like level 60 or so. So, like, any improvement to make it easier at the early game is an improvement that I feel instantly and drastically, because the early game for other people is my entire game. Okay. There we are. Oof. So there is some shortcuts, I'm certain of it. This is the only one I found with Icarus Wings that, like, I can do consistently. Like, I think there is another shortcut, but I just don't like taking the risk. Alright. So usually we get the damage boost next. But we don't have book. So we might as well just face Nama. Alright. We'll get the damage boost after Nama. That sounds great. That sounds like it's an effective strategy. To grab the damage boost for a specific boss after you've already killed it. Yes. Ah. Also, of course, I felt the improved shield pretty... Like, you have to remember, this is not how the shield worked. This is how they changed the shield to work. Alright, well, I'm messing up the shield blocks, so... Maybe this boss isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. But yeah. Honestly, these shield blocks... The shield block change is the most significant change in this entire patch, is the best way to explain it. Other than, of course, the estuary and the entire extra area, so... Like... It's not that I didn't recognize the buffs to the Void Beasts. It's that the buffs to the Void Beasts are insignificant to the buffs to the shield. So, I mean, basically this entire run is insignificant to the buffs to the shield. Everything that ever existed in this run is insignificant compared to the buffs to the shield. Alright, I'm gonna just show you safe strats because I don't want to die here. And this is a cool safe strat you can use when you're learning the game yourself. So, I take some time before I pick up the book relic, because now I can pick it up. So I'm at 18 health. This is a bad spot to be. This unfortunately means I do have to reset Nama, but this is a strategy to basically make sure you can do things more consistently. You get an additional shot without having to pay the Architect yet. And now that I picked up the book, I'm also going to have a damage boost when I face them. So, the combination of the two. And, thanks to the double jump, also thanks to Icarus Rings, which is probably a more significant buff here. Whoop. Ah. Oh well, there's meat, lanterns. Alright. Here we are. Oh. Whoops. Slight mistake. That's okay. There we are. So, what do you actually need to get to the damage boost to Nama? Alright, sorry. So what you need is some way to increase your jump height. Whether that's Icarus Wings or the double jump heirloom. And then you need the book. The book is that's basically the two things you need. Because what you need to do is you need to have the book so you can read memories. And then once you have that, you need to get all the way up here. Which, the base jump does not follow. I think Ib Muscle Fibers, the super jump condition, does also solve this issue as well. I think that also allows you to face them on. Or get that damage boost. So those are the two things you need. Alright, let's try this fight again. Let's not mess up our shield block, our shield bashes. Whew. Yeah, the book works for memories and nightmares, and if it wasn't for that, then we would just skip it in any percent runs and all of that. Because the main use of it is for those damage boosts, and then also when we get to the nightmares later on in this fight, the nightmares only, you can only talk to the nightmares to shut them off if you have the book. If you don't have the book, you actually cannot interact with them. It wasn't actually me that figured that out. One of the other speedrunners was doing any percent instead of all bosses and heirlooms. And they came to this boss without the book, and it ended very badly for them. Ah, did that wrong. Alright. Well, I didn't take damage. That's the important part. Hello, good night. How you doing? Hey, how's it going, Credicino? Doing well. Doing well. Just a few days... Oh my gosh, for some reason I thought that was the death, so I just like stopped attacking. But yeah, we got a PB today, so that's pretty awesome. And that PB is currently world record, though I'm not sure how long Mindful Line's going to let that last. But hey, it's a current world record. That's appreciated. That's about to turn on. I'm certain of it. Come on, just turn on so I can shut you off. Thank you. How about you, Cardicino? How you doing? I'm doing good, as you can tell. Oh yeah, in addition to the increased max health, they nerfed the damage of Naman. So, yeah. It's not... The damage nerf isn't too much. It's still... On life 1, it doesn't change how many hits you can take, generally, but... Notable that they did both. Alright. Whoop. Just gonna take that the way it's supposed to be, instead of doing that stuff. World records are made to be broken. Yep, basically. I mean, I'd rather people don't break mine, but I understand entirely. I got them because I broke yours, so... Then again, if no one ever challenged my record, what kind of record is that? You know? Like, it's one of those things of, like, who can eat 12 Oreos double stuffs fastest? And the person who got that record is actually just a fat guy who wanted to eat Oreos, and they just recorded it. That's the only difference between him and the other people that eat Oreos. Those are the sort of records that's like, good for you, not exactly what we're looking for. Not exactly the most impressive world record. That's why I'm glad that there is some competition here, at the very least. That's why I'm excited whenever more competition comes in. Whew. Alright. Whoa! This is not the entry room. Oh, hi. What's your special theme? Nothing. You just sit here and die. I see. Well, I appreciate your sacrifice, sir, though I don't understand it. Alright. Found the new heirloom early. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Harder to motivate yourself when only opposing yourself. Yep. Doing good. Thursday, not so good. Some little thing happened. It did not take as well. But after some hours is good. Just... Oh, it's just one of those things that got under your skin, I'm assuming. Yeah. Happens to everyone. Like, there's some things that just... Sometimes it hits you in a way that you don't want it to hit you, but it does. And... I'm glad it's over, at the very least. Glad it's over. The problem with all the optimizations in this area is it seems they all rely on Icarus wings. Or something of the sort. And you want optimizations to be tricks that any character could grab, generally speaking. Oh my gosh. Two bad plays there. Oof. There we are. Get my last bit of health. Thank you, sir. Alright. Ooh. Ah, I see. Thanks for sharing that, Cretacino. I don't know how to respond other than just focus on yourself. Fiends come from there. Like, really, I am not the guy to be asking that kind of advice for. We're gonna just assume the best, because the worst, even if it's true, what can you do other than whine, mope about it? Yeah, hope for the best. That's all I can really say, because... Yeah. Sorry to tell you this, but I'm not much of a person who's effective in that role of life. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, duh, you literally said you already answered it. Alright, took care of it. Gosh, I think I only took one hit, and the apple couldn't heal me fully. Alright, so I know the boss is generally up, so this should not be a wasted effort. Gives me a teleport if I need it. Yeah. No, of course I'm here for support, man. Of course I'm here for support. Like, what else am I doing if not here for the viewers? I mean, I could just be in it all for myself, but, like, what a jerk I'd be, you know? Oof. Alright. Found one. Do I just take it? Yeah, I just take it. I just get it done with. Realized I wasn't high enough a little too late. Oh well. Alright. So. Everyone, as I get to the next area, flashing lights warning. Flashing lights warning. As I go through here, there's going to be big red orbs, and every time I run into it, it's going to cause a big flashing light. Alright. Alright. Here. Alright. That's okay. So we have the guy to the left and the damage boost if we can find it. Oh! Well, we found the guy to the left. Oop! Took the damage because I wasn't precise about my attack. Ooh, Icarus Wings is not a good talent for this guy. Alright. Well, guess what? We only have to face 2 enemies. Oh my gosh, this is the first life still. Right, this is just the first life. Let's see. I think Fungal Spread is actually the best damage dealer. It's a new spell, and it's a pretty darn good spell. You know what? Because of the Fungal Spread, I'm going to take the big shot. I'm going to take the big shot. We're going to go magic instead of strength. Take advantage of that spell we have. See how it pans out. Let's try it. All the damage we need is in our spores, not in our basic attacks. Gotta remember that. And it's like over doubled, I think, at this point. There's like already a lot happen on the same day. Oh, it's one of those things where just... It's not exactly that that was an issue, it's that it was a needle in the haystack. That it was an issue that came up while you were dealing with other issues. I see. Yeah, no. It's... Yeah, no, it's okay to, like, have issues with trivial things. It's usually just, like, the day itself that, is the issue. Ah. Okay, just gotta work on that. I think one of the old days I said for more time, now, alright. Focus on 2 to 3 hours, alright. Oh god, Algesia. Free Strike is horrible though. I'm going with this one, because even though he has Algesia and dies really quickly, he has good damage spells. Oh god. But maybe this was a mistake. But we're gonna figure out the mistake together. We are gonna take this mistake down the long road. We'll use that as to not get this stream inappropriate. Yep, definitely just... It's alright to have a self-care day, definitely. Alright, that just like... Some days are just a little more, and you need a day to just... Let it be yours. Okay, come on. There we are. Oh. And there's the problem with Algesia. Yep. No. Strength does look better, and I am learning that through experience. Don't you worry. I've learned that strength is better. Unless, of course, this flame barrier proves us all wrong. So unless this flame barrier proves us all wrong... Yep. We're about to figure out. by the way, there is actually... So there's this channel I watch called Healthy Gamer GG, and they actually just like today released a video talking about how this guy was dealing with his issue that some days he's like impenetrable, like it doesn't matter what anyone says, he doesn't care, and other days it's like the slightest comment can hurt him, and he doesn't know what's causing one or the other, and it's kind of them like working through that. So thought that'd be something you might appreciate. Honestly, that channel's amazing, so recommend it anyways, even if... Well, it's making Flame Barrier feel like a boss spell. There we are. Alright. Send here after this boss. I don't know what that means. Apologize. Oh, send the vid. Send the vid. Got it. Got it. I'll do it after this run. Sounds good. But yeah, Healthy Gamer GG is the channel. And yeah, I could definitely just send a link to the channel after we finish this here. They have a whole Twitch channel. I just saw it on YouTube, as I see most of my Twitch stuff, which is why, surprise, surprise, I had the YouTube channel before the Twitch channel. I mean, you gotta remember, I didn't grab the damage boost, so this is all just my mana buffs. Alright, took some damage there. Whew. Healthy Gamer GG, the therapist, the last video about why people don't believe. That's the video I was talking about, yes. Alright. But yeah, they have a ton of good videos, so... Ah, come on. Okay, that was my fault. Not allowed to do any mistakes like that anymore. If I want to finish this fight, I had to be really confident that that's where it ended. Woo. If he kept going, I think I would have lost it there. Woo. Plus 0.3 seconds. I'll have to compare the two, see which one's actually faster. Alright. Woo. Let's see how this one looks in game time. 40:52. Anyone have up what my last run was? Okay. 0.3 seconds off. 0.3 seconds off. Don't know if this is actually faster. Gonna have to look at that later. But hey, turns out if you get Flame Barrier, the mana path is actually worthwhile. You just need to get Flame Barrier. And if you fail, oh boy. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah. Look at that. Oh, also we were only level 19. Yeah. Alright. Nice save at the end. Great run. Thank you. Thank you very much, Skyline. Alright. I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you very much. Everyone. Oh my gosh. I accidentally pressed that button too fast, so it switched over. It went over. But I'm just going to exit out once I get here. Because I don't have the timer ready anymore. But everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, every last one of you. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you all